Okay, I call the meeting to order tonight. Opening prayer. Let's stand. I'm going to give the opening prayer this evening. Dear Lord, as we gather tonight to advise and consent with the county and other forms of government are meeting at the state and federal level, give us the foresight to be good decision makers. Thank you. Amen. The pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And if clerk could note the roll.
Supervisors Trottier and Preisker are excused this evening. Supervisor Wishaw is with us virtually, and we will watch for Super Hopkins to arrive. Everyone else is in the chambers.
Thank you. Item number 4, public comments pursuant to section 2-71 of the Racine County Code of Ordinance. Each speaker is allotted a maximum of 3 minutes. We've got one up at the desk here. It's Josh Supkick. What's that? Good luck. Okay. Okay, Josh. Vice Chairman Miller will be keeping time.
No problem. I'll be under a minute. Really just came to share with my daughter who's in Scouts and is looking to complete a requirement for citizenship in the community. But at the same time, I serve on the board for Racine Revitalization Partnership and a number of other nonprofits that probably a few of you know me from. And just want to express my appreciation in the county partnering with us in this project and with the city. As somebody who grew up the child of a homeless individual who couldn't always make the right decisions. Sometimes it's the hand up that helps change lives. And housing, we know, is one of the most important, one of the most stressful costs for people trying to make it day to day. The programs that we offer, I feel, help with that solution for some of our hardest hit communities. And again, just want to express my appreciation for the county being involved in this project with us.
Thank you. Are there any other comments from the audience tonight? Seeing none, we'll move to item number 5. Reading of the minutes of the previous meeting, which is automatically waived unless requested by a majority of the members present. Seeing none. Item number 6, resolutions and ordinances referred to committee.
There are none.
Item number 7, introduction of resolutions and ordinances for first reading and referral.
Ordinance number 2024-97 by Finance and Human Resources Committee, amending the Racine County Code of Ordinances, Chapter 7, Article 4, to add Section 7-38, periodic finance status reports for large capital projects. Resolution number 2024-98 by Finance and Human Resources Committee, authorizing the acceptance of a Wisconsin Department of Health Services grant in the amount of $200,000 and transfer within the Human Services Department 2025 budget. And resolution number 2024-99 by Public Works, Parks and Facilities Committee, authorizing the project partnership agreement with the Department of the Army for the Horlick Dam Root River Restoration Project and transfer of $400,000 within the 2025 capital budget.
Number 8, communications and claims.
Number 1, citizen comments from Mike Frontier and Gerald Klinkosh regarding the ice rink. And number 2, memorandum from County Executive Ralph Malicki regarding the Racine County Ice Center.
Items number 1 and 2 are received and filed in the county clerk's office.
Number 3, application of American Transmission LLC as an electric public utility for a certificate of authority to complete the build-out of the existing Elm Road substation in Milwaukee and Racine counties, Wisconsin, from the Public Service Commission of Wisconsin. And number 4, resolution supporting the continuation of the Knowles Nelson Stewardship Program from the City of Wausau.
Items number 3 and 4 are referred to the Economic Development and Land Use Planning Committee.
Number 5, Racine County Facilities Management Notable Project Status Report for the month of March 2025.
Item number 5 is referred to Public Works, Parks and Facilities Committee.
And now items number 6 and 7 are claims against the county, and items number 8 through 26 are notifications from the United States Bankruptcy Court.
Items number 6 through 26 are referred to Finance and Human Resources Committee and Corporation Council.
Anybody request copies?
Yes, Mr. Chairman,
Sup-
if I could please, copies for number 3, 4, and 5. Thank you very much.
Supervisor Kolb,
Copies of number 3.
Supervisor Miller,
Number 1.
Supervisor Spencer,
Thank you. If I can request that number 1 go out to all of us, because that's the intent of a public comment.
that was going to be my recommendation, but yes,
Okay. And then I would like a copy of 2 and 5 as well.
and then I would like 6 and 7, please.
Okay, I would like to note, just so supervisors are watching their emails, the public comment that was submitted by, through the website was emailed to all supervisors earlier today, as well as the communication number 5 regarding those projects.
Supervisor Coleman,
6 and 7 as well.
any further requests? Number 9, communications from the county executive.
Report number 2024-55 by County Executive making an appointment to the Prairie Lakes Library System Board of Trustees was referred to the Executive Committee.
Okay, we haven't taken that up, but we could do that tonight. I'd call a meeting of the executive committee to order. Vice Chairman, can you,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a report by the county executive.
Sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a report by the county executive making an appointment to the Prairie Lakes Library System Board of Trustees. It's Maureen Vander Sanden, and she has had a history of being a finance journalist with deep passion for the libraries committee and service. Dedicated patrons of the Waterford Public Library, she actively supports and engages with library services. She's previously served on the Lakeshore Library System Board and contributed through its transition into the Prairie Lakes Library System. And she's still doing this with the merger. She gained valuable experience in the library governance, and she looks forward to new opportunities to advocate and support the incredible libraries across Racine, Walworth, and Rock counties. So we would like to see about having her appointment tonight.
Move to recommend confirmation.
Seconded.
we have a motion seconded by the executive committee? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Chairman, I would so move that the board.
So we've got a motion seconded to approve at the board level. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, we have report number 2024-56 by County Executive making an appointment to the Commission on Aging and the Aging and Disability Resource Center Board. This was referred to the Health and Human Development Committee.
Supervisor Miller,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would ask the County Board's Health and Human Development Committee to make a recommendation on this, but I'd like to read it for public awareness. A vacancy on the Commission on Aging and the Aging and Disability Resource Center Board exists. To fill this vacancy, the county executive is appointing for a term to expire March 31st, 2028, Marilyn Pelkey. She is a dedicated community leader with a strong history of service in Racine County. A retired professional, she previously served as the director of the Volunteer Center and has been actively involved with numerous organizations, including Focus on Community, Racine Theater Guild, Echo Justice Center, Racine County Jail Chaplaincy, and the Volunteer Center of Racine County. With her extensive experience and passion for community service, she remains committed to supporting aging and disabled individuals in Racine County. I ask you that you confirm this appointment. What is the desire of the committee? We have a motion and a second to recommend confirmation. Is there any discussion from the committee? Hearing none, all in favor? Any opposed? That is recommended to the board, and therefore I will now move for the whole board that we confirm this nomination.
Is there any comments or questions? Seeing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Item number 10, standing committee reports containing recommendations on items referred.
There are no reports.
Second reading of resolutions and ordinances.
We only have those under majority vote this evening. That's resolution number 2024-95 by Finance and Human Resources Committee authorizing the donation of 10 county-owned in-rem properties to the Racine Revitalization Partnership for Community Development. And resolution number 2024-96 by Government Services Committee urging Governor Evers and the Wisconsin Legislature to support county courts.
Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Supervisor Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a 2024-95 is really a good news resolution directing collaborative efforts with the city of Racine to transform 10 in-rem properties. And these properties are within a 4-block radius of the city of Racine, known as the Tower View neighborhood. Most of them are on 12th Street, Grand Avenue and Villa Street area. They will be transferred with the board's approval. They'll be transferred to the City of Racine Community Development Authority, which will then work with Racine Revitalization Partnership. They're going to rehab those properties, and then Racine Revitalization Partnership will recruit low to moderate income first-time home buyers to purchase the rehabilitated home. And they will also complete a home buyer counseling course and enroll in the Financial Empowerment Center. So this is a fantastic effort to revitalize area of the city and give some first-time home buyers an opportunity to have their own home. This evening, our county treasurer, Ladis, and Kathy Snyder, who is the executive director of the Racine Revitalization Partnership, are both here in case there are further questions.
Are there any questions? County Treasurer, would you like to make any comments?
Extend my appreciation for your consideration in this program. It's a really exciting opportunity for first-time homebuyers, redevelopment of a neighborhood. And there's a couple of real key elements that play into this that I think are unique with this particular program. There's down payment assistance that'll help those first-time homebuyers get into the homes. There's also kind of a mentorship program for the first 2 years of ownership where there's a dedicated set aside of funds for worst case scenario. If the home buyer were to have a car breakdown or something like that, there's dedicated funds set aside for the first 2 years at the volume of $5,000 per year that will be able to assist in keeping those first-time home buyers on track. If those funds go unused, then those funds go into either a college savings program for youth in that home or into a retirement account for an adult in that home. So it's really a comprehensive program. I've gone through the budget extensively. It's well thought out and well planned, and I'm in full support of it.
Are any questions? Supervisor Caprillion.
Thank you. The next resolution that's before you that passed through Government Services is a resolution that supports increasing the circuit court cost appropriations by $70 million. dollars in the state's 25-27 budget. So according to this resolution, you'll see that Wisconsin counties spent 237 million according to the circuit courts in the 23 budget, but receive only 28 million in state funding, just 12% of the actual cost. So this resolution here, it notes that over the past decades, counties' costs have increased by nearly 6 times faster than the state's circuit court cost. And the appropriations with counties are now paying almost 150 million more than the state in the unbalanced costs. Clerk of Courts, Amy Vanderhoff is here if any other details are needed besides what I presented. So if there's any questions, I would ask her to come up and answer them.
Amy, would you like to make a comment?
So we are looking for support for this resolution. We are partnering with the Wisconsin Counties Association. They're the one who really dug deep into this. We've been sort of, as an association, we've been saying this for quite a few years. And they really dug deep and found these numbers. Racine County is really hurting with court-appointed attorneys and interpreter costs. So our budget is really has gone over the last few years. So we are looking for support from county boards. We are looking at other ways if we don't get the full 70 million that's being asked. But most of the counties are right now asking for resolutions from their county boards. We're going that route first. And then we're still speaking with legislators to come up with another plan. If this doesn't work to get the full funding, then there's other plans that we're working on that are that we're speaking with, either trying to keep more of the costs that we collect, because a lot of the costs that we collect, we send to the state. So there's talks of raising our rates or filing fees. So there's multiple things that everyone's been putting on the table, but nothing's been brought up yet.
Any questions? I just want to make one comment. I want to thank Amy, Supervisor Spencer, Supervisor Trotter, and myself spent the day up in Madison talking with our local legislators just about this issue. Also, up at the legislative conference, it was a topic of conversation too. It's very important. It's one of the higher costs that we incur as a county. And we send a lot of fines and forfeitures back to the state. So we're asking, just like we did with the title transfer, to bring some of that back in to cover these costs. So.
Yeah, we haven't stopped. So if we get resolution signed, we're not stopping. So
No.
we're still
This
we're
is
still planning meetings, and
this is a main push for the counties association this year during the budget time. So
thank you. Any
any
questions?
further questions or comments? And I'll call the question. This is a voice majority vote. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 12, reconsiderations of resolutions and ordinances from previous meetings and or actions on vetoes.
We have no items.
Item number 13, reconsideration of and or notice of intent to reconsider ordinances and resolutions.
There is no notice.
Item number 14, informational reports.
Report number 2024-57 by Finance and Human Resources Committee authorizing the settlement of the claim of John David Gertschy. And report number 2024-58 by Finance and Human Resources Committee authorizing the settlement of the claim of Mitchell Berman.
Item number 15, miscellaneous business announcements and oral reports. Supervisor Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think it's always more impactful if a resolution is indicated unanimous. So I think I can do this. I'm going to ask unanimous consent that the minutes reflect that 2024-96 was a unanimous vote.
will so do. You have a question? Go ahead.
Yes, I'm just wondering, I see a couple younger individuals in our audience this evening. Do we have any youth and governance representatives here? Could I get your names to add to the minutes? Because I know everybody's watching their attendance and trying to make sure that they get to the appropriate percentage of meetings. So, yeah, young man, if the two of you just want to stand up and give me your name so I can write you down. Oh, okay, so you're an upcoming representative. Wonderful. And young lady? Okay, thank you. We will note your attendance.
Supervisor Caprillion.
Thank you. Isn't exciting? We're going to be able to watch the outgoing and the new incoming coming in. So there's going to be more to come, but please consider being a mentor this year. I will be reaching out to you as somebody on a committee, so not just as a mentor of the whole county board. We look for 2 mentors per standing committee. So please consider it. You may be getting a call from me. But I also wanted to mention that this is a great opportunity for those who like to experience ethnic foods. The Armenian St. Mesrobes Church is doing their spring bake sale. And so please consider, for whatever reason this go round, their online sales are really low. I don't know why. It's fantastic. They have a great Latmajin chef who is cooking, and we need to get those orders in. I will send you something through your email that you could order just online, or else the paper copy if you would like. But I believe it ends just in a few weeks in April. So try some Armenian cuisine from St. Mesrobes Church. Thank you.
Supervisor Spencer.
I just want to comment on that. I got my order in 10 minutes after I received the email from the church.
Then I'd like to make an announcement. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate all of the WIAA boys and girls basketball teams that competed in the state tournament. And I'd like a special recommendation for my niece's son, Jake. He actually was on the championship team. He won. I won't tell you what team he played for or who he beat, because that's not going to be a good subject tonight. And also then for the supervisors that have people who have on private wells, the DNR, and we don't have a big problem, thank God, in Racine County, but DNR is offering through the bipartisan infrastructure bill, I believe they've got some funds to replace contaminated wells, bacteria, PFAS, other type of contaminants that would be. So it'd be on the website. If you have anybody, I'll get the information over to our public works and that. Otherwise, it's on the DNR website, or they can contact me. But there isn't a whole lot, I don't think, wells. Supervisor Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Since you brought up WIAA sports, we know that Park High School came in second, but I'd just like to call people's attention on Karan Butler's Facebook page. He has a very passionate praise statement for the Park team, and I think it's worth watching.
Any further comments?
The thing about it, our basketball team, I played for 3 years, and we could never get through the sectional. Could always get to the regional, always win the league title, but we could not get through that sectional. But anyhow,
Yeah, and they took care of my alma mater. Bye.
move to adjourn.
We are adjourned.
Class of 72.